mean, Shaheen he had that injury. Test cricket isn't easy, it's particularly not easy on the body. They don't care about Test cricket. He's such a valuable bowler to Pakistan. He's Pakistan's best bowler.
View Test cricket differently to perhaps the way you do and the way Australia does?
I don't feel like Pakistan don't value Test cricket as much as we do. I don't know Shaheen's personal schedule, his workloads, what's going on. So you have to look at a bigger plan sometimes. I know our bowlers do it too. We're in a good spot right now. But Josh Hazlewood, take him for instance, he got injured last couple of summers with a side strain and we had to sort of work with him. We're just lucky that our bowlers have been injury free for a while, so they've been able to workload and manage themselves and to be able to play as much of Test cricket as possible. But I mean, Shaheen he had that injury in the World Cup where he was out for a little while after that. He's come back from that. Test cricket isn't easy, it's particularly not easy on the body. So, I mean, before I'd ever comment on anything like that, I'd probably want to know all the facts as to how they're trying to manage it and what they're trying to do. So when I see something like that happen, I don't really think they're doing it because, they don't care about Test cricket. He's such a valuable bowler to Pakistan. He's Pakistan's best bowler. And you need to make sure that he's on the park for as long as you can, for the most amount of Test matches you can. And sometimes, you might have to sacrifice something here and there.
Sorry, we'll do one more, Scotty. Last one.
I take your point on answering Mal's question about Test cricket.
I like during the Ashes. Do you kind of feel like that's going to be something that you guys have to deal with for the rest of this Test with the bat?
Yeah, at some stage. It's one of those things, you can't do it forever either. Figure out new ways to play it. It happens all the time. Pretty much the majority of Test matches I've played. At some stage, if you're about long enough, people will try it. So it's nothing new, really. We faced it a million times before.
Is it something with the pitch? Can you tell us what the pitch is like and whether that kind of encourages once the ball goes on?
There's not, when the ball gets soft right now, there's not a lot happening off the middle. Probably why. It's specific at times. I think just sometimes you have a crack and do it, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It's as simple as that.
Benny?
Just on the pitch, there's been some surprise at balls that stayed low yesterday on day one of a Test in Australia. I mean, what do you think about that? It's a Test week in Australia to have that on day one like this. Is that a disappointing pitch to get for a Test?
No, I think this is as closest to an SCG pitch that I grew up playing on. I think it used to be quite, once that new ball got a shine off after 10 overs, it was quite a slow wicket and it spun a bit. Ball stayed low. And that's what we want. That's the SCG we grew up playing. I don't think that's what we love about Australia. All the wickets aren't saying, if this was Perth or the Gabba, then you'd be like, there's something alright here. This is the SCG. I think that's a really good wicket out there. I think it's a perfect SCG wicket out there. If we keep getting play on it, I expect it to deteriorate. It's already taking a turn. I think it's a very good wicket. No, it's good. It's I always love batting with Davies. This series he's batted beautifully too. I mean, he's got that big 100 in the first game, and he's looked good every single way. So it's nice to see him leave on a high. He just got a ripper of a ball today. He just had to cop sometimes, and it's his Test. It's really good to be a part of it. I've been mates with him for so long. He's been such an amazing cricketer for Australian cricket for so long. It's nice for him to sort of go out on his own terms in front of his home crowd, in front of family. I know he has friends. I know he's got a box out there that he's got a lot of friends and stuff. I couldn't think of a better way for him to go, and he's still entertaining. Fourth the first ball yesterday. He's still doing it the David Warner way, so it's great to see.
It's good.
Was on that note, he was a bit emotional in here the other day talking about his relationship with you and the fact that you guys have played together for so long. I don't know if you were emotional last night or this morning when you guys walked out together. Do you think you might be in the fourth innings knowing you guys have been walking out back together since you were 10 or 11 years old? This will be the last time this week.
I think that's the first time I saw Davey get emotional. I get, even looking at him, watching what he's achieved and seeing what he's done throughout the years, and then being able to share that with him, and we're pretty tight, especially probably even tighter after when he missed a year of cricket, because he went through a really tough time then, and always made sure that he was going all right. I always had his back, and it was the same with Smithy too. But I guess it's really good to watch the people are getting around him because I believe he deserves it. I really do. He's, for a long period of time there, he was in people's faces and doing stuff and playing cricket, but that wasn't always Davey. He was also getting told to play a certain way by the coaching staff, by people around at certain points. And he's such a team player. If you ask him to do something, he'll do it. He'll just do it for the team. That's the frustrating part when people sort of come at him, because I know that he'll do anything that he needs to do for the team to win a game. And he's always put himself out there. He's always put himself, second and put the team first. And for me, that's what I've seen throughout my career. So it's nice to, seeing people give him the accolades he deserves and seeing him go on a high in his home ground. And yeah, we won't get to play again after this, and it'll be sad. It'll definitely be sad. We'll definitely, talking about right now, I think about the journey that we've been on, and it gets quite emotional, but it's not the end of our lives. Well, hopefully it's not. Hopefully we've got a lot more time spending together after we've played cricket on the golf course or commentating, whatever it might be. I'm sure there's some good times ahead.
It sounds like there with yourself.